Hello everyone and welcome back to another Titbit video tutorial. In this video tutorial, I'll be talking about the concept of a smooth curve transition. A smooth curve transition is when specific points of your sloper or pattern has a 90-degree angle, and those points are neck at center front and center back, shoulder at neck, shoulder at armhole, shoulder at side seam, waist and side seam, and lastly waist at center front and center back. So here I'm just lining the shoulders together like I would if I were sewing the two pieces together, so I could show you what a smooth curve transition looks like around the armhole and at the neckline. So you could see around the armhole that the curve flows into each other and is not angled, and there you have a smooth curve transition. Also at the neckline, you could see that the curve flows into each other and is not angled. Same thing also happens at the bottom of the armhole. You could see that the curve flows into each other and it's not angled, and you need that smooth curve transition at the bottom of the armhole so that you could set in your sleeve when you're sewing it. When you put the waist together, it's not necessarily a curve, but a slight curve. What you want at that point is that the raw edges are well matched. If you have a smooth transition at the waist, you would have a matching raw edge on both pattern, and that's what you're looking for, that they flow into each other and that also the raw edges are equal. So here is a pattern that has been put together, joined at the shoulder, and you can see that there's a smooth curve transition at the armhole, and also there's a smooth curve transition at the neckline. I'm gonna zoom in a little closer so that you could see what I'm talking about, that there's a smooth curve transition. Also, this smooth curve transition is important also when you line up the front pattern opening. You could see that the neckline is equal and smooth, and that there's a smooth curve transition there as well. Another area that a smooth curve transition is vital is the bottom of the armhole. Good curve transition is important when you are sewing your sleeve to your garment because it ensures that the raw edge of the sleeve and the garment are equal, and you will avoid having a tension, a pull, or a tug at the bottom of the armhole. Here is the other armhole of the garment where the curve is angled and not a smooth one. When I placed my curved ruler against it, you can see that the raw edge of the garment is angled rather than curved like that of the ruler, and there's a tiny gap between the ruler and the raw edge of the garment. Why is a curve so important? Like I said earlier, when you set your sleeve, you'll get a tension at that area, and depending on how angled the curve is determines how much tension you will get. You want your garment to lay flat and comfortably against your body, hence the need for a smooth curve transition. I'm going to show you what a smooth curve transition looks like by tracing the outline of the neckline and the shoulder onto a paper by placing a carbon paper under the fabric, and then use my tracing wheel just to outline the neckline and the shoulder. Then I'm gonna come in with my straight ruler and draw a right angle, and then use my curve ruler to draw the remainder of the neck, and use my straight ruler to draw the remainder of the shoulder, and then I'm gonna use my scissors and cut it up so that you can see what a smooth curve transition looks like around the neck area. Next, I'm going to show you an angled neckline. I'm going to angle my curved ruler slightly so that I then trace it onto the paper using my tracing wheel and the shoulder as well. And then when I'm done, I'm going to cut up that, and you're going to see what an angled neckline looks like as opposed to a smooth curved neckline. So here I'm just tracing in the neckline with my pencil to make it more visible. Then I used a straight ruler to draw the shoulder line, then cut the neck and shoulder. For a basic bodice, you want a neckline that transitions into a smooth curved neckline when you unfold your pattern rather than an angled neckline. Okay everyone, we've come to the end of this tutorial. If I have made the concept of the smooth curve transition a little bit easier to understand and help further your fashion designing experience, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up and leave your comment down below. Until next time, bye everyone.